What's the best way to pass the time at a boring desk job? Work on your personal projects. Just don't let your company find out, because it probably says in your contract that anything you make during work time belongs to them. I drink a lot of water. I walk to the water cooler constantly and to the bathroom just as often. The best part, it's good for you. Read. I had a very boring job about 7 years ago, where I got my entire day's worth of work done in the first hour. So I downloaded the Kindle app for PC and read the entire Song of Ice and Fire series. Easy to click out of if someone comes up to you and doesn't really look like anything but a PDF of text. Get good at chess, 3 or more days per move so you can walk away from the app. The rules never change, and tactics puzzles are the way to go. Listen to great literature/minds. Most, if not all, public domain books are posted on YouTube. Listen at 2x speed for bonus points. Find new music. Spotify's radio feature is great for this because it allows you to find tracks by similar artists, songs, albums, etc. Practice meditation. Concentration and mindfulness are skills that need to be actively developed. Learn new skills. YouTube is indispensable for learning coding, new languages, and anything under the sun. Start with things you imagined would be interesting as a kid. Better yourself. You spend most of your waking life at work, and you'll never achieve happiness by twiddling your thumbs. When all else fails, browse Reddit. Learn to play D&D or any other pen and paper roleplay. Think up campaigns for it. Draw maps. Invent enemies or NPCs. This can take ages. Depends. I'm basically at a desk job that is in the middle of a hardware store. My computer has no speakers, so videos are worthless. Finding interesting things to read on the internet is fun, or just finding funny subreddits or interesting things on here is about as good as it gets. I got good at my job and was lucky enough to have a wall behind my desk. So I just got 95% of my work done in the first hour and then browsed Reddit/watched YouTube whilst doing the last 5% over the course of the day when someone was nearby. I eventually realized I was wasting my life, quit my job, and moved to the other side of the planet to become an English teacher. Fuck desk jobs. Finding a less boring job. You spend most of your waking time there. It is worth the effort to not hate what you do. Night class coursework or reading also works. I'm not allowed to have any electronic devices besides my work computer, which is carefully monitored. I work with sensitive data. So for a long time I've just been drawing in sketchbooks and on post-it notes when I'm bored at work. It's amazing how fast your art skills will improve when you draw every day. Spend the time searching for a newer, better job and learning new skill sets to add to your resume. Open incognito mode to avoid ads. Open Trivago or any travel website. Check the flight fares to the places I would love to visit and make an imaginary itinerary of the trip I would have taken. I did the exact same thing learning VBA to develop reports, tracking, etc. I also spent my downtime coding a game in Excel where you control a highlighted cell moving around a spreadsheet full of data shooting at other highlighted cells. Coding it looks like work and playing it looks like work. Win-win. Actively trade stocks or options. Keeping up with the stock market news. Drawing trend lines. Conducting P/E analysis, etc. Amazon's MTurk takes 2-4 HRS to be approved, but you can do 80% of the tasks from a smartphone. I've made $20 doing it for 2 days with very little attention paid to the work. Make money while you make money. The rabbit hole of professional wrestler listings on Wikipedia. It's one tragic story after another and they're all linked together, so you end up just following links for hours on end. Work on your budget. Create a workout plan. Watch/read self-help books. Learn how to do a certain home repair from YouTube. Watch movies. Research. I copy and paste long articles or things I want to read into email drafts and look frustrated or focused as I read them. Work listening to podcasts. If you have some time off, browse Reddit or try to dig for information of a topic of your interest. It's more interesting than you think. Dude, my boss gave me like 500 pieces of mail that I had to put pamphlets in, seal, put stamps and labels in, then stack someplace. I wasn't bored for a minute. If you don't want to do that, Reddit. What I love doing recently is going on Google Maps and visiting foreign countries and continents via Google Street View or 360 pictures uploaded by users. It is really interesting if you find travelers that took several pictures of their trip and you can kinda come along. Super relaxing. 2. Do your work. If your work is all done, find a way to make the workflow or workspace better, or help others. Making lists of video games you want to play by watching reviews of every video game ever made. Looking at lists of authors and books to read. Looking at lists of movies to watch and genres you like. Listen to stand-up comedy on YouTube. Remote into your home computer on your phone. Sit in the bathroom for a really long time and play games on your phone. Walk really fast to other places in the building to make it look like you are important. Get audiobooks on your phone and listen to them. Get into a really deep video game like EVE Online and make programs to help you make money in-game and do research on a game on YouTube. A MOBA would probably work too. Offer to help other people with simple tasks like fixing the printer. Get some plants and put them around the office so you have to get up and water them once in a while. Do some foot exercises. Just lift your toes with your heels on the ground. It will strengthen your shin muscle. Well, considering my username, IDs say you're in the right spot. I've also started numerous hobbies after work that I research at work. Literally work. They are paying me to work and, unfortunately, I have no spare time to spend on Reddit. Where the duck do you guys work anyway? I want an easy job like that. Thank you for this post. I now have a bunch of new ways to pass the time at my boring job. Learn how to flip butterfly knives, learn how to solve the Rubik's Cube under 30 SEC, learn how to mess with an Adobe program like PS or AE, learn how you'll read a book, no sarcasm. Learn to enjoy reading. I suggest starting on mythology since it's fun and literally everyone enjoys it. The one about Norse mythology from Neil Gaiman was my first one and I'll definitely read it to my children when they grow up a little more. Get an old netbook and try to run games on it. R/low spec gamer had my afternoons for a long time back then. Same as above. Except use a PSP and try to mod the duck out of it, origami the duck out of that perfect square papers. Learn to automate your job through programming/Excel so you have more free time to look for stuff to do. That's it, I guess. I always wanted to make a list like that. Thanks for the opportunity. Have a nice day. Also, drink water. You're probably dehydrating. Peace. Get an indoor plant to put on your desk. Then you can watch it slowly die. And know you're not alone. Get an online master's degree. I only do classwork when I am at work. It's like getting paid to do homework while working towards something. Sculpting things out of materials at your desk. i.e. pencils, paper clips, and binder clips. Prank call people. Making origami, if you have paper or post-it notes. Drawing. One of those Newton's cradle thing definitely helps. Making music, my drumming on a desk or something. I don't have a desk job, these are just off the top of my head. Back when I worked in a call center, I disabled the clock in my PC's menu bar. I was always checking it every couple of minutes, which made the days feel agonizing. Turning it off made my shift seem to fly by much quicker. One activity that I enjoy doing once every week or two at work is balancing my budget. Log where you're at each month and watch your money grow. Create future estimates of what you'll have and where you aim to be in a few months/years. Make a list of things you want once you save up more. Seems to pass a good hour or two every time for myself. If it's a career you are content to work in, then make yourself invaluable to the company. Finish your projects and find other things to assist the company with. Doing this keeps you occupied. The day goes by faster. And everybody will know you as the go-getter, so for promotions and raises you'll be on the top of the list. Solve a problem. The problem could be figuring out what you need to shop for, how to improve at a hobby, or how to more efficiently do something at work, which ironically gives you more boring desk time. Start a part-time master's degree. I just started mine and already lost all my free time. LMAO. I used to work at a really boring call center and they recorded your screen time, so they actually knew in which page you were. So you were supposed to be only in the page they told you to be picking up calls. In our call picking app we had two tools called inactive and a ACW, after call wait. After a call, I would go into ACW and wait 5 minutes and then go into inactive for another 10 minutes. And then pick up another call. If the supervisor came around I would load the web page that just stays updating so he didn't suspect anything. I would just sit there watching my partners trying their best not to scream in the middle of a call to a shitty customer.